Hello everybody, Russian Batman back with another video. I know it's been a while since you've been at the kind of customizing area. Unfortunately, today's video, I don't have that much to show off. I am working on some customs, for sure, that's for sure. But I don't really have enough done for a full showcase. I've been doing way too many random showcases recently, and I kind of want to do a focused showcase. You'll see what that's on eventually, because I'm working on the customs. And I have like 2 of the figures done, but honestly, I want to make more. I kind of just 1.5 of the figures done. So instead, I do have something else that I've been working on that I want to show you. You've seen the title. It's a custom amiibo. And let me just, where did I put, okay, whatever. I don't know where I put it, but here it is. I made the wireframe Little Mac. I am really happy how this turned out. So, the context for this is, where did I put it? I just lose things. Oh, here it is. Never mind, I'm done. So, this is wireframe Little Mac, and I really wanted to do this for the longest time, and recently, it was actually, I think my mom started doing resin casting. And since they had kind of the materials there, I'm like, you know what? I might as well use some of the resin casting stuff to make a wireframe Little Mac. So the way I went about doing it is first I made a mold out of silicone. Actually what I did is I took my Little Mac Amiibo, which I've had for a while, and I've modified him in the past to try to make him look like Rocky. And yeah, I thought about just getting a new Little Mac, but I looked online and those are expensive. So I just took my old Little Mac that this guy's been heavily modified to, be different things. And I did some sculpting over him to kind of get rid of some of the ugly bits and whatnot. But how pretty this guy looked didn't really matter because I'm just using the mold. So I didn't really care. So I just kind of, covered him up. And then I took him off. I took his legs off. I used a heat gun, blasted with the heat gun, and took his legs off because I knew if his legs were still attached to the base, then that would be kind of a nightmare with the resin casting. So yeah, that's what I decided to do. So there would be an open gap between these 2 legs. Then what I did is after I took them off, right? And I just kept the feet. So this base was just like a base with 2 feet, which looked pretty funny. So I just left the feet there, right? Then I made a mold of him. And the way I did that is I stuck him upside down in a soda can. Then I poured the silicone all around him and made the mold. Then I did the resin, and the resin would drip down through where the foot was and whatnot. It took a few attempts. It didn't work the first time, just because the resin couldn't get everywhere. Did it second time, still didn't work. Then I put the second attempt, I put it back in the mold and then put more resin in there and stuck it upside down. So originally it was upside down and I stuck it right side up, so the resin would drip down everywhere. And it turned out, the mold itself turned out pretty good. I'm really happy with how it turned out. The only thing is that you can barely notice it, but in this leg, there's a bubble. But other than that, yeah, then it just fit back right where the legs are. And then I went to painting. So yeah, and painting this was obviously painting, the shorts and the fists, pretty straightforward. Just a little bit of dry brushing, a little bit of detail there. The only thing that was tedious was obviously all of the bright green lines. I debated on doing a lime green or a regular green. I ended up doing the lime green, and I think it turned out really, really good. After I got all the lines in, and the way I did that is I just used a push pen. So I went just kind of little by little, made these lines. And they're obviously not as fine as they are in the actual model. And there are some weird parts. For example, see here with the shoulder, there are some lines that connect, which they're not usually supposed to connect. I think right here, there are 2 lines that connect to each other, which is a little bit weird. And then also over here, you can see these lines also connect, which I don't think they actually have lines that do connect. But yeah, it was a little bit weird figuring out the geometry of how to do it. Like, I was thinking, like, do I make a line that goes up here to his shoulder or whatnot? So I used the reference of the actual in-game model a lot. But yeah, and then obviously the hardest part to do was probably the face. Doing the lines on the face, because there's a lot, you have to make them a lot smaller and whatnot, but I'm still really happy of how it turned out. And yeah, then after I got all the lines done, I went over the, not the entire thing, just the part with the resin, the clear stuff. I went over it with a kind of a clear finish, a glossy finish. It was this glossy finish. I've had this for a while, and it just completed it, and also it made so that the lines, you know, wouldn't like scrape off, because if you paint with thin lines, they tend to scrape off easily. But yeah, and it also made the resin kind of look more transparent, in my opinion. It definitely, because before it looked a little bit foggier, but you put that clear stuff on and it makes it really good. So that's also another probably trick for resin, is just put some clear finish on there, and it makes it look, some gloss finish. It makes it look really, really nice. So yeah, I'm really happy how this Amiibo turned out. I definitely do need to rescan him, because I think his Amiibo scan is scanned in as Rocky, and it's like but I need to rescan it so it's like the wireframe Little Mac skin. But yeah, I'm really happy at how this turned out, and yes, I just wanted to show it off. I've been kind of rambling a little bit too much, but yeah, if you guys liked the video, leave a like. Go check out, I have a whole playlist. I think I have a playlist of Amiibo showcases. If I don't, I'm gonna make one. But yeah, I have a few other Amiibo showcases. I have this custom Smash Bros. Waluigi. I know, pretty great. Just like what I can find on my desk. But yeah, I do occasionally make Amiibos. So yeah, like, subscribe, go watch the 2011 film Rango, and y'all have a nice rest of the day. And yeah, see y'all later. Ciao. Bye-bye.